go then. We're playing Denizens in space.
Yeah.
So we're playing Free League Alien RPG. So yeah, let's do, I suppose, a little intro to players and maybe characters. A little intro. I guess I'll just suck it up and go fast because I'm doing the GM in this time. My name's Nick. I play a bunch of games with most of these people. Some people are a bit newer. We play, well, we could reel them all off, couldn't we? But then we'll be here all day. There's loads. Currently we're playing Zweihander Middle Earth game, which is also on the YouTube channel. And we play Deadlands, Cthulhu, too many, just all the games, except 5e. You know, I play a little bit of 5e, but not an awful lot. There's a million other games. And I'm going to be Mother in this game. So I'm going to start just because you're the top left of my screen, Steve.
Okay.
You can go next. Give us your life story and tell us who your character is.
So I am playing Professor Harmon Kardon. I am a xenoarchaeologist. I have many research grants. I have many papers to write. I have lots of alien bones to dig up. I am more than happy to examine aliens as long as they're dead. So that's my criteria. Player-wise, my name is Steve. I'm the GM in some of the other Denizens games, and I'm very excited to play some Alien. Let the screaming commence.
Okay, go on. Eve, you're next in my screen. Go next.
All right. Yeah, hi. I'm Eva. I have not played on any of the other games, so this is my debut. Hi. Yeah, I'm playing Mitch in this game, who is an officer with, who is mostly new to the crew, but they might have heard some bad rumors about her, recent fuck-ups. So that's gonna be fun. And I will rule with an iron fist. No, I won't, because I won't rule. So,
Awesome. Elric, go on.
Yes. Okay. So I'm Elric Wolf. You might recognise me from the other Middle Earth game that I played with Steve and Nick, Pip, and also Sam. Been playing for a few years now, but primarily just with these characters, these lovely people on screen. My character in this though is Hicks, as recognised probably by the Aliens 2 film, but we kind of worked out it would be after the Aliens 2 film, somewhere in between. I will try to stick true to the character in some fashion, but he is a colonial marine. He has heard of stories of the said captain person, and he has done a couple of tours with also Jorg. Is it pronounced Jorg? Jorg? Jorg. So we do know each other in some fashion with doing tours. But yeah, so that's me.
Nice one. Okay, Phil. Okay, clockwise, you'll be up next.
All right, I'm Phil. I'm one of the new players, and I'm playing Dr. Falcon Punch, who also majored. I mean, first of all, I'm a doctor in medicine. A doctor in art history, and I also majored in shamanism. And I dedicate my life to the living things, unlike wasting my time with bones and bunch of dead stuff like some quacks on this ship.
Don't start. Don't start.
Throwing the punches.
So I'm actually doing something useful to my crewmates and try to keep them alive. I'm a very calming person. And yeah, what else? I'm very beautiful. I mean, my character is with beautiful hair, glasses, and yeah, I grow up in the mountains of Nepal. Spent my life with a tribe, researching on a bunch of herbs and mushrooms, and they were very enlightening. And yeah, but there's a lot of unknown fauna and flora in this universe that can create a lot of good medicine. So yeah, that's why I'm here.
Nice. Okay, go on, Pip.
So I'm Pip. I also play in Denizens of the other Denizens of the Wilderland.
Wilderland,
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
We know what
Yeah.
games we
Wilderland,
play.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also I also play another game with another bunch of people using Harm Master. In this game, I'm playing the kid, Cassie. So I think our officer, her fuck up, was not so much of a fuck up for Cassie because she rescued her. But unfortunately, it was just me. I'm 12 years old. I don't really have anyone. I hang out with the professor quite a lot. Basically, I followed the professor and Mitch, the officer, from one ship to another ship because I didn't know where they were going to put me if I didn't carry on sneaking along behind them. I have my little den, which I'm not going to tell anyone where it is on the ship because I can fit in all the small spaces. No one really notices me. I mean, they're not mean to me, but they don't really notice me very much. So I know a lot of stuff that's going on. But unfortunately, I'm just a kid and no one really takes me seriously. I've only got $4 and a laser pointer. I did ask for a ray gun, but I was
Wait about that,
told
darling.
no, because I'm just a kid. So, yes, I'm a bit miserable, really, but doing all right. I'm alive. That's the main thing. Anyway, that's me.
Awesome.
Did I actually
And
introduce myself with my name?
You did.
I did? Okay.
Yeah, you did.
we'll see when we watch the recording back if you did or not.
No, you did.
If
I
not,
remember
we'll
you saying
dub it in.
We'll
It's-
edit
it's
it
Dub
out.
it in, and no one will
It's
know.
worth hearing again, so it's Dr. Falcon Punch. So just remember that name.
Yeah. Go on, Sam.
All right, I am Sam. I play Denizens of the Wilderlands with the others. In this one, I'll be playing York Moon, another colonial marine. He's a relatively large bloke, sarcastic and blunt. Yeah, has got a decent moral compass. And he does favor using the big fucking smart gun to mow down anything in his path before it comes too close.
Nice. Brilliant. Okay. Let's get on with the let's get on with the game then. So you guys are the crew of the colony starship USCSS Attis.
Oh, notes.
Um,
Shit. Write notes. What was that name again?
Your
You
Hang on, another word for it. Hang on. SS what?
Say that.
Blimey, okay.
We're so
I
good at
will-
these.
Paste it in. Yeah, hang on. Here we go. Don't panic. Paste.
US.
This is the ship that you're on.
Okay.
That is the-
USCSS.
You, that's the United States commercial starship Attis,
Okay.
and you have all taken this mission It's a colony starship carrying nearly 2,500 colonists and a bunch of other stuff. It is a prototype. It is a prototype vessel. I think this is maybe why some of you jumped at the chance to take it. The idea is it will be able to get to this world that it's going to. It's designated to go to LV 1129. Don't panic. I'll put it in the chat as well.
That's a catchy name for a place.
Well, they're all like this, aren't they? LV 426 and all the rest of it. They always get these. I mean, it's so easy to tell all the planets apart with names like this. To know exactly where you are.
I hope it's going to be better than LV 2911, which was just terrible.
It's awful.
Miserable
yeah,
shithole.
This is a 5-year trip, so you have, I think, spent a week together, vaguely having a little tour of the ship and I don't know, getting your shit together and whatever, and then gone into cryogenic stasis, suspension, whatever you call it, and you expect to just wake up when you reach the colony planet. And what I will do is I will show you a map of the actual ship briefly, so you can have a look at it and see what it looks like, because you will have I say, had at least a little tour of it. Boop, there we go.
Oh.
Now, tell me if you can't see it. It's quite a big map. Now,
Wow.
the front of the ship is the left-hand end, this end. That is where the bridge is, all the crew facilities, crew stuff. And then there is so that's the bow, isn't it? And then the stern, which is the arse end, this end, is where the driver, the fusion drives, whatever it is. I think it's a fusion event drive. Oh yeah, event drive. And then this part is like cargo bays and stuff like that. So, and you'll notice there is a long corridor in between the two parts with the separation lock in the middle. So yeah, that's the basic idea of what the ship is, and then you guys I'll put you on an easier to see map. It's this one.
Oh, zoom in. I like it.
Oh, zoom in. There we go. So this is a game where it's not a hex scroll game. So a zone is from like one room to the next room and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about, how many feet you've got to move and how many hexes and stuff like that. It's not like that. So your tokens are more just to mark out where you are. So at the moment, you wake up all in the cryo 2 cryogenic sleep area. And as you all wake up, you've seen the movies, you're in the lying down bed pod things with the covers over and they come up and you can get out. You always feel dehydrated, you always feel ropey, like obviously like in real life or in normal sleep, if you have bad dreams, you just wake up. But when you're in cryogenic suspension, you can't wake up. So this is why, like, sometimes you have a rough time of it if you've had bad dreams, because you can't get over them. You'll also notice there's a guy that wakes up with you. This is a guy called Gregory Miles. He is the ship's officer, like Phil Mitchell. he's a lot nicer than his picture. He's got one of them name badge things, and he's taken a hideous picture. But he's not a terrible guy. He's not an awful guy. He's like getting you up and like the Marines. You're used to this anyway. This is how it happens when you wake up from a long sleep. You know, you go and get your shit out your lockers. You know, you get some like breakfast. You have to take like hydration tablets when you wake up. So.
Whoa.
What would everybody be doing when they wake up?
I have some suppositories against the feeling of hangover if you're in the mood.
Oh, what? Like, the last thing I want is a suppository, Dr. Falcon. Oh.
Still better than the hangover.
I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine.
It's up to you. Excuse myself. I have to leave.
I'm hungry. I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
I think go to mess hall and have some food,
Food. Yep.
drink.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah.
get hungry when I talk about suppositories.
You're
Of
weird.
course.
Something wrong with you.
Ready for this.
Professor, he's weird.
Oh. Yeah,
Am I
think
right?
you're right.
We gotta
There's
get
a
some
thin
food
line
now.
between crazy and genius. Am I right in the assumption that the med lab is my workspace?
I mean, you're a doctor, yeah. So yeah,
I'm a doctor.
your So your med lab would be where you can crack on and work and stuff. But first, I mean, even for all your talk, you still need to eat and get dressed and you know,
Oh God, are we
find
wearing?
your feet and stuff.
We wearing those awful
Yeah,
sort of long john outfits?
pants.
Oh no.
Sure.
White front.
Yeah.
Oh
White
God.
pants, yeah.
Oh. Well, I think I went into the cryo chamber clutching my latest research paper, even though of course I couldn't do anything with it. But
It's gibberish anyway.
excuse me.
Are we able to put the doctor in cryogenic sleep and just get him out when we need him?
Well, you know.
I will be clutching this, and I will shift my legs over, so I'm sitting on the edge of the big cryo chamber, clutching my head, looking somewhat downcast, and I will stagger off to wherever the lockers are, in search of something to put on, and say to Cassie, well, as soon as we've got ourselves sorted out, Cassie, let's go and get something to eat, shall we? I'm famished. You must be as well.
I am. I'm starving.
Okay, so you can. Miles will point you in the direction of, he's like opening a locker and grabbing a whatever jumpsuit and stuff, grabbing his gear. You can all grab your gear, and you notice that he will open the examination room door into here. He has a key card, and you've all got key cards, but his is like a tier higher than yours, so he has access to further things than you guys have. But he's like, come on, let's get some food on the go. And he
Do we notice anything odd about him though?
About him?
Yeah.
I mean, you've known him for only a short while. You could give me let's have a look at a sheet. You could give me an observation roll so we can get the hang of doing rolls. So anyone can do an observation roll. Take -1 dice because you don't know him very well, except for Mitch, because you've spent more time with him than anyone else. Anyone can do it, yeah.
But how can I do it? Like, where do I
So
find
go
it?
into your character sheet.
Where is my
the
character
observation.
sheet? Is it
So
in the
go to
journal? No, it's not
in the journal, yeah.
Okay.
And
You're
there you go.
well. It's Dr. Falcon Punch. Just saying, because it says Dr. Falcon Punch here.
It does, yeah. You can
Must be a
keep saying it.
typo.
It is a typo. But it says it on your name badge as well. Only says Doctor.
Oh wow,
Falcon Punch.
we are
Do
as
it as minus.
good at
minus
rolling
1.
in this game as in every other game.
And where is observation?
How do you do?
I-
Do I put in -1 on that?
Yes, you take -1 dice.
Okay.
Can you remind me what the dice mean? Because I can't remember.
So on your character sheet, Cassie, you have got 3 in observation and 4 in wits. So that means when you hit observation,
Woo!
the word,
Go
you will
guard!
roll 7 dice.
Yo yo!
And you need a d6s, and you need a 6 to get a success.
Right. Okay.
I did not roll yet, right?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. Because it's super laggy, this page.
Oh, I thought just pressing on like my character sheet thingy would also roll like that, but it doesn't. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
2 successes so far.
Dr. Falcon Punch, right.
So
Do I have to press push? Or
no, you don't need to. So what happens if you press push, you can push the roll, so it lets you re-roll all the failed dice, but you become a bit stressed and you take a point of stress.
I see.
And the more stressed you are, the more likely you are to panic and lose your shit, which just from waking up from sleep, probably not the best time to start losing your mind. Plus, you've got a success anyway. You don't need any more successes.
I'm not going to push it because I just think his mincing across the floor is normal to me.
So, who got a success? Not the professor. Not Cassie.
Professor never has success.
You're good.
Yorg got one.
Mitch, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used like the roll thingy on the character sheet itself, but that doesn't seem to work. But I didn't roll as success, so it just
Do
doesn't
you
show
only-
it like nicely. Yeah, I did.
You can't only have 2 dice. Oh, maybe you can.
Oh,
Do you
I
have
can.
0 and?
I'm just stupid. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm not. I have bad eyesight. I'm like,
You have no observation. Oh, fair enough. Okay, yeah. So you're
Yeah.
oblivious.
Me and York would just shake our heads again. So, there we go.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So Jorg and Dr. Falcon. What you notice is that he just seems to have a bit of a cough ongoing. He comes out of here and he's getting everything together. I mean, he knows his way around the ship. You know what I mean? And he clearly has met all of you and says, right, come on, we need to get some food and then we need to go and meet up with the captain and stuff. And he also says it's a bit weird that where's everyone else? Maybe they must have all. Everyone else must have been woken up already and have cracked on with what they're doing. And then
Could I just ask? Did you say there were 2,500 colonists?
There are nearly 2,500 colonists, but they're in the cargo bay.
Oh,
this is
in the
just the
cargo
crew.
bay, right?
The
Okay.
cargo bay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, where the
Yeah.
hell are they? That's a lot of people to go missing. Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
where is the cargo bay? Is it on deck B or?
The cargo bay is right down the stern end of the ship.
And they are all
After
also
that
in
long
cryogenic
corridor.
sleep, yeah?
I see.
Yeah, they'll all be in like little pod things.
Right.
Like these, but this is different because it's crew.
It'll be
Are
like
we the only crew members, or do we know from when we entered the ship and the cryo states that we entered with some other crew that is currently in cryo 1?
There should be some more crew, but again, there should be some more crew. You can go into cryo 1 and have a look in there, which is in the room next door. When you see this little symbol here on the wall by you, that is like I think if I remember, that's like an intercom thing, so you can contact each other around the. Let me just make sure it is before I say it is. Yeah, that's an intercom. So if you want to get in touch with somebody else who isn't where you are, that's where you would use these little intercom things.
Mm.
Well,
And look, I'll go and look through the window if there is one. Is there a window through the door into cryo 1?
Yeah, you can go over there and pull yourself up. I mean, pull yourself up a little bit.
Pull myself up and peer through the window.
And you can see the same as is in your cryo chamber. There's all these different cryopod things, but they're all empty. And Miles says, "Oh, they must have woken up already and gone on their way, I guess."
Right, they haven't eaten all the food.
Oh, we better hurry then.
Yeah, come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on.
I'm gonna go and get dressed and get armed up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get all
I'd like
your
to
gear
get my
together.
first.
Come on, Cassie.
And then-
Let's go and get some breakfast while they do all the important
Yeah.
big things.
So,
Okay.
whoever is in the examination room, give me an observation roll.
Oh, my observation shit.
Doesn't matter. You only need to roll 1/6. You can have one dice and roll 1/6 sometimes.
Yeah.
Not often,
I
but
haven't got one.
you can do it. You will have, because you can't have 0.
Oh,
There you go.
I've
You've
got
still
zero.
got.
I've got 0 in
2.
observation.
Wait. How do I do the nice roll that doesn't look like what I am doing?
Let's have a look at what is it on your.
Wait,
character.
okay, okay, I'm sorry, I just gotta press it.
Woo! 3
Let's try.
successes.
Oh, look
So
at
you-
that.
Nice. Wow. Okay.
I got 2 successes.
Nice.
Okay. Wow. Bloody hell. Okay.
Yeah, my observation's crap.
Yeah, but don't forget, Elric, you're not just rolling 0 observation, you're also rolling your wits. And then other people will have,
Oh,
get strength, but really good wits. Do you know what I mean? So the 4 middle numbers are your 4 main attributes. So you always roll those attributes along with whatever skill it is as well.
oh, hang on. So I should have rolled wits then, should I? Or
No. You hit the word that you want to roll, so observation.
Yep.
And because it's a wit skill, it will roll your wits dice and your observation dice. So you're
Right.
not rolling 0 dice because you just wouldn't have anything to roll, would you?
no. Okay.
So it'll still roll your the attribute and the skill. So you never end up with 0 dice
Yeah.
at all.
Got
You
it.
always have something.
We can't.
But like your strength will be way better.
We can't all be as observant as Cassie and I. I am a trained scientist, and Cassie has survived her whole life on her wits. Of course, she knows what's about to.
First success of your life that I witnessed.
It's those kind of passive-aggressive comments that are undermining
to
your
my
authority as a healer. Dr.
Just
Punch.
ignore him, Professor.
Oh,
Ignore him.
I guess my goat. Too big.
I'll-
Go get
But
some
the stress
food.
level is getting a little high.
You're so calming though, Dr. Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it's my presence. I just have this calming presence.
So when you roll more than 1 success, you can use those extra successes to get extra information.
Ooh.
So, for example, I'm just going by what it says in the rulebook, but it's not totally relevant now. So, for example, if you came up against a bunch of monsters and they were chasing you, and you did an observation roll and you got extra successes, you could. It says you get to know the answer to one of these questions. Is it coming for me? Are there more of them close by? Or how do I get in or past or away? And I know that right now that's not really relevant, but it means that for your extra successes, you can learn more information. So, Kardon and Cassie, you get your first success, and then you get some extra successes. Okay, so what you find, Dr. Kardon, so you're having a look around this room.
Professor.
You
Sorry.
find...
Sorry, narrator.
Sorry, Professor.
Thank you.
Sorry, Professor. Professor
You
Kardon.
have a doctor.
Harmon Kardon. You find in that there's a little like locker, and you find in it, you're just getting stuff together and you're having a look around, and you find 2 personal medikits.
Oh, marvellous. I shall take those out. I will hand one to Cassie. Hey, Cassie, this might come in useful if we want some form of medicine that isn't a suppository, and hand it to her. You
And
take
Cassie,
hold of
when
that.
you're
You don't even know
hovering
what's
around
inside the medipack. You know, I
When
designed
you're-
those medipacks.
when you're hovering around the Professor, Cassie, you also find a little packet of tablets, and it's hydration pills, hydration tablets. So you can add those to your inventory as well.
Okay. So
Which I think you can just, let's see, can you just... You can, if you start typing hydration in the compendium and don't get as far as the 8, because it's spelled hydration, you should be able to drag and drop it into your sheet, I think. Correct if that works. Hydration tablets worth $5. Removes dehydration from hypersleep.
Nice. You
nice.
just doubled your money
It's not-
basically.
It did, yeah. Does it drag and drop or no? Let me see.
all I'm getting is a little thing explaining about hydration.
There you go. It's all right. Yeah, I've put it in. You have to not open the window and just drag it from the side onto your thing.
Okay.
It's done now. But yeah, cool. You've got some of those.
Yeah. And what about the medical kit? You put that in as well.
You should be able to.
Yep,
Let's have
I
a
just
look. How
drag and
good
drop mine. Works
If
fine.
you need
Yeah.
any help, I'm an expert on that now.
That's
if you
true.
start typing in personal, it will come up personal medikit, and you can do the same. Drag it in.
Personal med kit. Oh, yeah, cool.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And then Professor,
Yes.
as you like Miles is heading out towards the mess hall, and as you step out after him, you notice that there is a little smear of blood on the outside of the examination room door. It's only tiny.
And I'm stepping out after him. I've got, my crumpled up research paper and sort of like one hand. I'm glancing behind me to make sure Cassie is coming with me. I spot this smear, and I would just sort of like freeze and look at it a bit more closely and go, what exactly is that?
Looks like blood to me.
That's a little concerning. I mean, it's...
Maybe someone had a nosebleed.
Does it look...
Probably nothing. Let's go get some food.
Does it look fresh? Is it
I think
fresh?
with the hearing of blood, I think Hicks would definitely want to go and get his stuff on.
Yeah, I think you've got all your kit together, haven't you?
Yep. Let's grab some gear and get it on.
Cassie's just following Miles because she wants some food.
I just went off to my living quarters. I just need a fresh pair of
Okay.
pants. I need to freshen up.
Okay, well,
It happened a little before you noticed the blood, so I don't know anything about it.
okay. So, everybody else oblivious goes to the mess hall, right? That's where you go in and you go to get some food.
Yeah.
So Miles, the officer, goes off into
Can I just pick a room? So I would pick this one.
Well, you
Just
can do that shortly. Tell me which room is your room, and then I'll come back to you in a minute. Everyone else heads to the mess hall, and Miles is already saying it's a bit odd that the computers aren't on. You know, Mother's not on.
But didn't you say that everyone else was already up?
Oh, he says I thought that, but then you'd think that the computer would be like up and running. You notice that everything is like dark, but the lights are like motion activated. So when you walk through, the lights flicker and all come on. When you go into the metal, the lights all come on as you're in there. In the mess hall, there is like, it's like canteens, school canteens, where there's elongated tables with a ton of chairs. And there is a terminal where you can just access a list of foods and you can just order them. And I guess there's like one of those machine, like the window thing. Do you know what Phoebos are? Like Phoebos? You can't see the chefs behind them, but there's all like a vending machine, a load of them, and you can order stuff and then you go to the thing and open it. It's in there. So you can get whatever food you want to order.
I asked Miles, how long have you been awake?
He says, I woke up just before you did. We all woke up about the same time, I think. Where's
something?
Go on. All right, go on, Cassie.
You see these little dotted lines?
Yes.
Yeah. Are they like here? Are they like the little vent shafts?
Let's say yeah. That seems like a really. Otherwise, what is the point of them? It seems plausible that they'd be vents.
They look like they're in
Okay,
the ceiling though, rather than on the floor.
Yeah,
No,
maybe you have to get up. Yeah, up to the top. Yeah, if you look up, you can see those little vent things in the top of near to the ceiling, 3/4 up. Professor Kardon and Jorg, where are you going?
Well,
are you sticking with the group?
No, I've let them all stream past, even Cassie. I would just have glanced to have seen that she did go into the mess hall of everyone else, and I have stopped and I am peering closely at this blood smear, and I'm trying to determine: is it fresh? Is it human?
Okay, so you can give me a. See what we use for a medical aid you could use. I guess you could use observation again.
How would he recognize fresh blood?
If you can make a case for a different skill, you can do it and tell me how you want to use it.
Sure, I will have a go at medical aid.
Wow, okay, you get a success. Okay, so you can see this isn't fresh, but it's not like, you as far as you know, have been here 5 years. This isn't 5 years old.
No.
This looks like, it's not dripping, it's not wet if you touch it. It looks like it's definitely human. It's red, brown, probably brown now.
Is it a fingerprint or a handprint or just a smear?
Just a smear.
Okay. And I've noticed the illumination is poor around here and it's very quiet. I will look up at Jorg and say, maybe we should just check in with the bridge, don't you think? That seems like it would be a very sensible thing to do right now. All things considered, I say, still peering at the blood smear, concerned.
Yeah. If you think it's an issue, then yes, probably the bridge is the best thing to go for.
Can I pop back into the examination room and get on the intercom?
You can. Okay, you can do that. Let me just cut to Dr. Falcon, who has gone to his quarters. Okay. Dr. Falcon, as you reach your room, you see that the access panel to get into the room is smashed.
Well, that's good.
So, scroll. And let's say, okay, so you can open the doors with a Comtech roll, but you're going to get a -2 modifier.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to try and open the door, you can do that.
Yeah, just give me a second. As mentioned before, the page is very laggy.
It's okay.
Comtech, alright.
That's right. And you have a -2, yeah.
I just type in -2, yeah?
Yep.
And submit.
Okay. So if you want to push the roll now, you can. And that will re-roll your dice, but you'll take a point of stress.
A second, I need to see my... I mean, I almost rolled perfect, right? So 4, 5, 4, 4.
Oh yeah, but you need a 6, so you didn't actually roll
I
any
need one
successes.
6.
You
Or
need a 6, yeah, any 6.
8. Okay, so I can put push.
Okay.
Okay.
So you take a point of stress, which will automatically go onto your sheet. So once you've tried something twice, you can't try it again. So,
All right.
you know, you try to open the door. I guess you try and punch in the code. You try and get the keypad is like hanging off, and you try to like put it back and punch the key. It doesn't work. And you can't get into your room, and you can't get your fancy clean pants, sadly. And then let's see what is going on. Let's see what is going on in the mess hall. So what are you guys doing in the mess hall?
These vents, how high up are they exactly?
Well, let's say if the room was like, what, 12 feet high maybe, then they must be about 8 or 9 foot up, say. You could,
Okay, so
if you could get something, if you could get a boost up, or if you could, you know, drag a table across or something, you could maybe get up into it.
right. Well, Cassie's gonna go and collect some food. Food that's in packets. Don't want any loose soup or anything like that.
Okay.
So, you know, biscuits, junk food, that kind of stuff. And
You order some Pringles and crisps and
yeah, and
all this
then
stuff's falling out there. Spend your $4.
and then she doesn't feel comfortable. She feels like this. She knows this situation from her younger years. So she's going to do that, and then she's just going to kind of hover around and just eat standing up near
Okay.
this vent here,
Near the
just
vent.
underneath it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll grab myself a glass of water for now, and I go up to Cassie and Cassie, did you earlier you looked into the other cryo chamber, right? What did you see in there? Were the others were the pods open? Are the others up?
There was no one in there. People are disappearing again. This isn't good. Having said that, she will be munching out of a box of Pringles while she says all of that.
Comforting.
I just look over to Miles, who probably heard that.
I think
It's here, isn't it? It's here.
Hicks would hear this and grab a protein bar, Snickers bar, and a drink, and take it over to Jorg. Throws the bits at him. Yeah, you need something to eat.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
And again, whenever you see this, whenever you cross over the hallway, you see like the lights coming on and then going off. You know what I mean?
Yep.
When you've passed them, the lights from the mess hall to the exam room are all kind of on now because you're all milling about there. Where Dr. Falcon went off to the living quarters, all that corridor, like, all this corridor now here looks dark, and all, if you see past that door, maybe there's like a little window in it, you can see that all looks dark.
I'd like to
What's
go back
this
to my
symbol?
crew.
Yeah. At a
Run
door.
That is
all my
that
people in panic.
that it stairs down that goes to the deck B, which is where there are just check on the map, where there is like so underneath there's like the thruster machinery for the engines, if you call them engines on a spaceship. There's a reactor core and the control for down there, and then there's like tankage. I guess tankage means fuel tanks.
Yeah.
Suppose.
Deuterium, probably.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So that's all like engine stuff. That's not like, it's not to say you just couldn't go down there, but you probably like find that you have limited access with your key cards. And Miles says like I can go to open that if we need to go down there. Dr. Falcon, what did you say? You coming back to the others, or are you trying other rooms?
Well, first of all, it's Doctor, and my last name is Punch. And
Mhm.
yes, I would love to run towards my crew, mates, and slightly uncomfortably about the effects of not entering my room and quarters. And I don't know why this is happening.
I have no pants.
I have pants, but they are not fresh.
I have old pants.
The horror.
The horror of a
More
medic
stress.
who is not hygienic in his clothes. Yes.
Hey, would it be right in saying that there might possibly be some a storage where we would have had some equipment?
Well, in the cryo things where you woke up, that's where there were lockers that, just for easiness, there's lockers in there. So all the gear that you've got in your inventory was in your locker. Like there would be maybe stuff around, other people's rooms. I mean, you don't really know. I mean, like what you've seen so far is that you've woken up. Obviously, the ship is still in space and flying. It hasn't reached the colony.
Yeah.
Would this
Miles says, "Go on."
would this give me a good time because earlier I said I'm calling the bridge for me to place that call?
Yes.
Marvelous.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speak to Mother then as well. Then
Speak to who?
Mother.
The ship. Yeah. Yeah. So, Professor, you go on the intercom and call the bridge.
I will.
There's no answer.
And I'm putting in my message. I'm going, Professor Harmon Kardon, just reporting in for duty. To the bridge. Hello, bridge. Come in, bridge. Over.
So that no noise from the bridge.
And I'll repeat that
No
a few
answer.
times, getting more and more anxious, and then look back at George, and I see Hicks coming over with these protein bars, and I'm going, this can't be right. Why isn't there anybody on the bridge? We're in space. We've been woken up. There's no one else around. There's a smear of blood on the door. What's going on?
I don't quite know, but maybe we should find out from the ship. Surely the ship would know while we're awake. Are we there? We should be there.
Can I
That, or
access?
at least close enough.
Can I access Mother from this terminal, or do I need to go elsewhere?
To activate Mother, you need Miles' keycard, Miles' access. If you ask him, then he will do it. He'll put it on.
And looking very unsettled, I will make my way past the two military Hicks and Yorg soldiers and rush over to the mess hall. And then as the doors open and close, I'll try and look calm as I enter the mess hall, but I fail absolutely. My eyes are bulging slightly. My hair is already ruffled. My tie is slightly sort of like askew. I've only just about managed to put my blazer on, and I will look around. Miles.
Yeah, he says. He's getting some Pringles out of the machine.
Well, if
Starving.
well, that's splendid. I'm glad you're thinking tactically. Nobody answered on the bridge. The lights are out. We're clearly in space. Your key card. I wish to get hold of Mother and trying to verify what the bloody hell is going on here.
So he goes to the monitor and I don't know, scans his card. There's a little debrief to scan it in.
I'll hover
And,
next to him and lean over so that I can see the display.
Let's just check. Because I think you can just activate Mother from any terminal. So he puts in a ton of codes, whatever he has to do to make it work.
I'll be backseat engineering him because I'm an expert in this shit. So, yes, booting up the BIOS is booting up. Very good. Yes. Oh, very low
you see
RAM for this model.
Flickers into life the screen, and it's that like the Alien movies, the green writing on this screen. It looks quite old-fashioned, and then it comes up, ching ching, Mother, and then It just like it's just like that ready. Tick 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 tick. So you can just ask whatever you want.
Well, if I may, Miles, the first question I'm going to ask Mother, and I shall get on the keyboard and click clack click clack. And I'll ask it for our current location and how far away from our stated destination of LV1129. Enter.
And so he's like you crack on, and he steps back and he sits, and you see he's still got this cough, you know what I mean, he's trying to like maybe he's eating some Pringles down the wrong way or something, but he sits himself down at a table, and you type in your questions to Mother. I mean, she is activated. You can just I don't think you need to do a roll. So you ask, where are we?
Yes, where are we?
Your first question.
Yeah.
Where are we going? Right, okay, cool. Okay, so because Miles has opened it, you don't need any contact roll. You just get your questions answered.
Splendid.
It comes up, you are en route to LV, whatever the number was you just said, 2911, is it?
LV1129, Mother. 2911 was a
LV1129.
terrible. I don't want to go back
It was
there.
a terrible place. Jesus. Yeah, that was awful. Yes, you're en route. You should reach there in a few more weeks.
What? I will just look up, slightly horrified. We're not there. It's woken us up early. Why is it woken us up early? We're only meant to wake up when we get to our destination. I'm panicking now. I'll voluntarily take stress if I have to. I'll look around and look over at Mitch and look back at Miles.
I don't know.
Yeah, and it comes up on the screen. Your ship, like this ship, the Attis, was diverted to a planet designated RV2213 to investigate an unknown signal.
And I'll, my eyes will follow the digital display as it sort of like pops up. We've been diverted to some planet, an unknown signal, RV2213. Again, I'll look at Miles and at Mitch.
Miles is struggling. He sat down and he's put his Pringles down. He's at the
Cass,
the desk.
Cassie's pushing the table up against the wall. Push the table up against the wall.
Heaving it across.
And she's pulling out the vent.
Okay. You climb up onto the table straight away and pull out the vent. It's it's like screwed in. Give me a strength roll to see if you can just pull it out. Again, if you can make a case for using something else, or if you've got a tool, if you've got a screwdriver, something, you can, try for an extra dice or whatever.
I've got a laser pointer. That's it.
Maybe you could use a coin to unscrew if it's like a really big screw. I don't know.
That's a good idea. Very good idea. Right, I'm using a $1 coin.
Okay, so you can do me your strength roll, but you can have a +1 dice for your using your coin. No successes. You can push it for a point of stress if you want to.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow, okay. So you get the little, it's probably like an antique dime or something, because I guess you probably just have credit card things. but you've got this coin in your pocket, your lucky dollar, your lucky silver dollar or whatever, and you use that, and you're there, ching 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 ching, and while this is going on between the rest of them, you get the vent, and the vent falls down. I mean, you've got an extra success, so you can use that for something. Again, like let's.
Well, I'll be chucking my food in there in front of me.
Okay.
You could use it to close the vent again, couldn't you? But in some fashion.
Is that what you want to do? Get in and.
Well, how big
I mean,
is the gap?
It's a squeeze, but you're a kid, right? So, like, you're in a million years won't fit in there. You can fit in there, but it's like if you get in there, you're filling it. You know, you're crawling along, but you couldn't stand up, or you'd be like pretty much on your belly crawling around.
So none of the grown-ups can fit in there.
None of the grown-ups are going to fit in there.
Okay, so I'll climb up with the hatch, holding onto the hatch, and just try and kind of force it back on, and
Jam
I'll
it
just
back
say to
in.
Mitch, I'll just say to Mitch, and because the professor's like panicking, so he's not paying any attention to me. I'll just say, look, I'm sorry, you need to run. I've seen this before.
I will, if I can, call out to Cassie and say, meet me in my laboratory, Cassie. If you can, keep yourself safe.
Okay, yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
I'll try and see you there.
Godspeed.
Okay.
Watch out for him.
I know.
What? The coughing man.
I know.
Where's Dr. Falcon? Has he made it back to the others yet?
Yeah, I hope
Or is he
so.
still right?
No,
So the
running
others,
towards you.
so you're in the corridor. You leave your room. You pass
Yeah.
the next room. Are you just heading through this door and into where everyone else is?
Mhm. Yeah. All right.
Okay. So yeah, you like Hicks and Jorg, you see the lights come on in this corridor up here, and then you see Dr. Falcon come out, and he's having
Show
this
you.
worry about having no fresh pants.
Oh my god, guys, you can't believe what I just saw. But the control panel of my room is broken.
Your room was broken?
Yes, I couldn't enter my room.
And that's a bad thing, yeah?
Obviously.
Okay, something's
You know,
going
something strange is
here.
going on here. I mean, someone must have tried to enter my room.
So we got crew missing. Something's going on with these lights.
Well, the lights are just motion activated, so they only go on when
Right.
people are moving around. You know what I mean? So.
Okay.
Professor, you're still on the computer talking to Mother.
Mm.
Is there anything else you want to ask Mother about?
I will type in.
It is.
I will type in.
We'll say that she can talk because it will just be easier than typing it all in.
I like.
In a panic with your long fingers.
To... Oh my God! Shift
Like,
K1.
Shop? What shop? No, ship. No, what shop? There's no gift shop on the board.
I'd like a full status report of the craft.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I will actually get out my motion sensor tracker because I want to know where everyone is.
Okay, cool. So your motion sensor, let's see how far.
I think
It's no
indoors
good.
is long range, which is about 100 meters, I think it's.
Would be
Okay.
useless, right? I mean, you censor all our motions.
Yeah, at the moment it would sense
Yeah, true.
just
I would
all
have
of
to
you.
like take a look outside and like see that the three of blobs there are you, but it might also show me some more, maybe.
Or I'm not entirely 100% sure if the scale is right on this because I don't think I did any scale. But let's have a look at how big this room looks. 20 foot. I guess that sounds about right. Bedrooms are like 12 foot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that'll be ish. So we'll say the scale is pretty much okay. And I guess if it's in feet, but your motion sensor's in what, 100 meters?
Wait, let me look that up. But I think it said so that this one is like indoors. It has long range, and I think long range was something like 100 meters.
Well, if anyone's good enough to work out feet and meters, you can do that. If not, I can just we can just say
up to 4 zones, but I don't know what.
Okay. So from you, 1, 2, 3. Well, that's about 4 zones from you is like this zone out to here, and then maybe that's another zone, and then here. So you could scan from where you are. You can pretty much scan, let's say, the whole front of the ship, front of the spaceship.
Yeah, immediately shit in the vents.
Yeah, they're in the vents. They're in the vents.
And
I mean, I did see Cassie going in there, so hopefully I won't
Yeah.
panic about that. But
Cool. Okay.
I'm
You don't sense anything else moving just yet.
I'm just anxiously eyeing the screen, waiting, to hear Mother's response as I thought, oh yes, the flick on the voice control, click, turn it on,
Click. Okay.
and glance over at Mitch, who's got her motion sensor out, and go, that's
there's
probably
no one
very
here.
wise.
I don't know where the rest of the crew is. No one's moving apart from us. Like, yeah, our guys out there.
Yeah. So, she tells you that. Like, what do you want to know? Where the people are?
Well, I want a status report, standard status report, any damage to the vessel, any airlocks being opened, any incursions, and location of crew, in whatever order.
Okay. So you spend like probably 10 minutes playing ask the right question
Oh, it's like
with Mother.
It's like using ChatGPT.
Yeah.
You've got to get
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
got to get that
Gotta get the
prompt
right thing.
right. Repeatedly saying
That's it.
no.
Gotta get the right prompt.
I said crew, not Q.
She tells you that the crew, some of the crew left when they went to this they diverted to this planet to investigate this unknown signal. Some of
Right.
the crew left and came back. The crew are still back on the ship. And you go through this, what that, the question you're looking for any clue as to what's going on, and you pick up, she says the crew brought a contagion onto the ship.
I'm relaying this as I get the information. Some of them departed to investigate this RV2213, and the signal there. Some of them have returned, but some of them are on that vessel. But this is something about a contagion. Contagion. I'll try to get some more details on the contagion.
Well, I immediately look over to Miles, who's probably still coughing.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He hasn't stopped coughing. He's struggling now.
It's
like, you see all the movies where somebody is eating and they start to choke on something, and then somebody always rushes over and does the Heimlich maneuver like it's totally fine. Well, he's at that stage of coughing. His face is red. He's bent over. He's spilt his Pringles. He cannot catch his breath.
Oh dear. I feel the urge to depart, and I will grab my papers and bolt out.
Well, I actually can't see her anymore, so I just glance up to the vent and book it.
Cassie's up there.
Uh,
Okay. Okay, so
Yeah, I'm
you
just
get
looking through the
outside.
little gaps. I'm watching
Yeah,
through
you
the little gaps.
the little line. You see that, and you
Yeah.
see he's like he starts to stagger around, and then he's coughing and coughing, and there's like a little one of those crisscross glass windows into the mess hall.
I'm sealing the mess hall door.
Peering at the door, yeah, and you can seal it to a point, but
Oh fuck, the key
also,
card!
don't forget he
Fuck
has
the key card!
Key card.
Can I use?
And you hear
Oh, sorry.
as he keels over, and we've seen it, out of his chest bursts this critter that is like a little kind of snake with tiny little arms, and it bursts out of his chest. He falls to the floor, stone dead. And
Cassie is squirming off as fast as she can squirm.
Massive. It's not that big.
Whoa.
Okay. So that's what comes out of his chest. Now, Pium. And Miles is just, you see this burst out of his chest.
God.
Can I rush
Everyone take a point of stress
Oh,
first.
God, I've been stressed for the last 20 minutes.
Well,
Only
you
only the one in the room.
you haven't looked in the room.
Yeah.
So you don't really know what's going on. You can see everyone else in a panic.
So rush forward.
Are you going straight back in?
Yeah, I'm going to go straight back in.
Guys, it's
Okay,
contagious.
then-
Watch out. That's all we know.
Then we need to.
And I'm armed.
Well, we're going to, before you go in, we're going to suck it up and go to an initiative.
Oh.
Ooh.
Nice knowing you guys.
Huh? It's all right. It's only a tiny baby.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
see that.
initiative.
Yeah, but they're
deck.
quick as well.
Right, here we go. So initiative in this game, before you draw anything first, know that 1 means you go first. The higher your number, the longer it takes you to go. So don't be seeing the 10 and thinking, nice one, I've got a high initiative. You don't want a high initiative. You want the lowest possible, because 1, you go first, 2, you go second. And what we'll do is 1 at a time, so we know whose card is whose. Let's have a look on here. So I'm just going in clockwise order of my screen again. So Steve, pick yours first.
Oh, okay.
And if you want to put it sort of down at the bottom,
I'll pop it over
where
here.
there's a gap.
Yeah, lovely.
There we go.
Flip. I've got 4.
4, not bad. Eva, you're next.
I just click it, right?
Drag it onto the screen. Grab one of the cards and drag it onto the map.
Okay. 2. That's me. Do I
Okay,
just, where do I put it?
put it there. I'm going to put yours next to. So that's Professor. That's Mitch. And then Hicks is next.
Oh, Hicks. 7.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Got a 7. Brilliant. Then Phil.
Yes.
Drawing a card, Dr. Punch.
Yeah, but what am I supposed to do?
There's a deck of
Drag
cards on the
the
right hand
initiative
side.
card onto the screen.
Yeah.
do I find
There's
it?
cards with initiative.
The bottom right of your screen on Roll20, there's a
Oh.
card that says initiative on it. There you
Okay.
go. And then if you right click on that, you'll flip it over. Flip card.
Just laggy.
Right.
Joy of lags.
What have we got? We got Professor first.
Aye, 8.
You all are slow.
Hang on. We got Professor, then just trying to order these on my thing as well. So it's the Professor, then it's Mitch, then it is Hicks,
Yeah.
then it is Doctor, then it is Cassie,
No.
9.
wow, brilliant, and then it is Jorg.
One.
Nice.
One for
Hey.
Jorg, nice, okay.
Amazing.
Man of action.
And then
I'll step back then.
and then I pick.
Yeah, get the fuck out of the
for
way.
So how this works is I pick. So my critter has a speed, and the speed is how many initiative cards he draws, and then he goes. So he's got 2. And he goes twice because he's got 2. I'll put mine up at the top. Oh, I'll put mine up at the top here.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. I've got to move it down so I can flip it. Flip card. And put it down a bit further. Flip card.
3 and
Okay, so my
6.
guy is going to go
Both
on
before
3 and on 6. Okay, so Jorg is up first. In this game, you get a fast action and a slow action, or you can use 2 fast actions. Just so you know, blocking an attack is a fast action. And if you zoom in onto your cards, you'll see it'll have a thing that says, like right now, no actions are used. If you've used your slow action, you tip it to the right. So it says slow action used. If you use your fast action, you tip it to the left. And if you use both actions, you tip it upside down. See what I mean? And that's a way for you to track your fast action and slow action. Because, you know, if somebody is going to attack you and you don't have a fast action left, you can't defend yourself. You know? Not that, you know, everyone's rolling D6s and needs a success to hit you. So, you know, you might not necessarily get hit every time.
We're all doomed.
We're all doomed.
What about movement? How does that work?
Run is a fast
So
action.
moving. There you go.
Not that I would know that off by heart by now.
Have you typed that in quite a lot of times?
I have typed, yes. That's the first thing I looked up.
Like moving one zone is one action, I would assume. Like a fast
Moving,
action.
yeah. Yeah, let's find the... perhaps we should, for next time, make a handout for, you know, a reference for actions and stuff.
If you type action in the compendium, you can pull up a list of slow and fast actions.
Ooh,
Yeah.
actually super helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a handy... So, for example, crawl is a slow action. So, Cassie crawling through that vent, it's going to be your slow action to crawl one zone. Close, an attack or a shot is a slow action. To reload your weapons is a slow action. Stop panicking is a slow action. fast actions: run from one zone to a neighbouring zone, move through a door or a hatch, and open it with a fast action. I think just get through as well. If you take a fast action, you can aim. That gives you +2 to your next attack roll. Etc. etc. We'll just, like we say, we're all learning it as we go. So tell me what you want to do, and we'll see how it how we get on.
How
So
do I
Jorg,
get to the
you're
compendium of...
to the compendium.
Yeah, just so I can look at the actions. Like it's...
So
I mean, I see the compendium thingy, but like there's no actions tab for me.
If you type it in the search, it comes up in the compendium.
Type in action.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks.
No worries.
There we go. Actions and initiative. Yeah, cool. Okay. All right, Jorg, what do you want to do?
I have the big gun, so here's the issue.
Oh my god.
Do I open fire?
Right, well, I don't know if you heard me say the same thing to Elric. I did say it to you, but I think your headset was a bit screwy. So you can fire a gun in a ship, of course. The hull has armor points and can take damage. And if you damage the hull to the point that you shoot a hole in it, then that zone gets vented, and you've basically got like one turn to get out of that zone. Otherwise, it's like a vacuum. Just so you know. But I also did say to Elric that if you wanted to, because you would know this, so whether, I don't know, would you be carrying around that giant ass gun straight out of sleep on a ship?
Probably
if you would
not.
If you would rather switch it out for something else, you can do that. Because I don't think you could. I mean, there is like various other. Oh, what did it say in your when you rolled up your archetype?
It was either that or it was the was it the pulse rifle?
Pulse laser. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Hicks has got. So you can just drop that into your sheet, and don't worry about the other one. We can always like kick that out later, or I think if that's sort of your gear anywhere, there's probably like a secure area on the ship where that is still ready for when you like deployed on the colony.
That's what I was asking. Was there somewhere in the ship where there's a cargo we would have equipment left? Or...
Yeah, probably is in the cargo where all the cargo would be.
Oh,
which is down the arse.
So conveniently located to where we are now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well then, I guess I will push past the professor and Mitch. Get in the doorway and take a couple shots.
So you can do a fast action and a slow action. We can just say that as you've seen this happening, nobody like managed to lock the door or shut the door. So it doesn't cost you an action to just stand in front of the door. You've still got a fast action and a slow action. You can fast action to aim, or you can just take your slow action to shoot the thing and then save your fast action in case you need a reaction.
I will just use the slow action to fire.
Okay, so let's see how we fire a weapon. You would do your ranged combat roll. So you hit the ranged combat. Now let's see. I wonder if you get any modifiers. Let's just roll it for now. We can look up all the proper ins and outs afterwards. We're learning
I think
it.
short range gives you plus.
That give you +1. Yeah, but then also it's a little creature, so I think you might get a minus for its size. So let's let's see, because I'm not entirely sure all the ins and outs yet, because we've only just started playing it. But yeah, I think just do it as a regular roll for now, and then we can look up everything after. Okay, so you get 1 success. So you see the yellow one is your stress dice because you've got a point of stress. But
Yeah.
you've got 1 success, which means you're going to hit it. So then you're going to roll the... what's the damage of your weapon? Is it on here? Okay, this is armor piercing. So, I mean, Eva, you probably know better than me. So if you get a success, that's just a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then it's armor piercing. So the thing, although the thing has armor, an armor rating,
I think it's half.
the armor
I think the armor rating is halved against armor piercing.
Yeah.
Again, wouldn't do much combat. But
that's okay. So this little critter has 2 armor. So he's going to roll half of his 2 armor, which is 1 dice. So he's going to roll a d6, but he needs a 6. He gets a 4. Okay, so you shoot the thing, and then it's going to do the damage rating of your weapon, I think, right? What's the damage rating of your pulse rifle?
It doesn't actually state in the thing, damage rating.
Oh, maybe is it that number 2 there? Hang on. Hitting weapons times damage.
Have a look at the compendium.
I wish I understood the sheet a bit better, but never mind. So
Yeah, it says damage 2 on it.
Yep.
Bonus +1, damage 2, range long, weight 1.
well, this thing only has 2 health, so he's not been able to. I mean, it's a newborn baby, really. So you just what does it look like when you blast the thing?
I just put it to my shoulder and take a couple of hits, bam, 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 and it just explodes.
Awesome.
Meanwhile, I'm still at the door panel trying to figure out how to override and shut the door. If he can get his card, we need his card. Otherwise I'll be hacking every computer terminal from here to Kingdom Come.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't just stand there, someone go get the card.
Bear with, 1 second. Scroll. I'm just looking for the whole acid for blood situation.
God. I'm sure it'll be fine.
it's so small, it doesn't have a lot of blood.
I know, it's tiny. It's just a tiny little baby. Where are we?
Fine. I've not destroyed the ship just yet.
Good job.
Yeah, man.
It's interesting that this thing has a grenade launcher, so that is going to be very interesting to use in a ship.
Okay, here we go. It's gonna burn through the hull. If a xenomorph is killed, the GM must roll for damage to the ship's hull. The armor rating of parts of the ship are the following. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so the armor rating of this part of the ship is 10.
Good.
I'm gonna roll. Yeah. So I'm gonna roll /R 10 d6.
What?
I need 1 success because it's got an armor rating of 10, and if I get a6, it doesn't burn through the hull. Not 1 6. Holy shit. Okay.
Wow.
Hang on. So it goes.
Fucking
So
kidding me, right?
I don't like this game anymore. Can we stop, please?
Right. It's the main level. And then it goes. So this starts to burn through into the next floor. Go through the thing into the ground. and then into the deck below. Oh dear, right, okay. So I'm going to roll again for the
Oh my
deck
god.
below.
First session, ship is destroyed, we all die.
Okay, it's fine. It only goes through that first floor. See, now when you look down here, you see this bubble through the floor and drop down into the, and then underneath here, I mean, what's underneath this part? The fusion bloody deck and everything. I'll just check if there's anything. Okay.
It's a well-placed bowl just to catch it.
Yes, just a bowl, a Tupperware bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
made
the-
of what?
Exactly. What's the bowl made of? 'Cause that's getting eaten
Flexible
through as
Tupperware.
well.
Okay, so
boy.
thankfully it misses the tank full of whatever that fuel
Deuterium
is.
fuel. Yeah, great news.
Mm.
Check.
And as you look down, you can see it eats through like the sort of top of another one of these lockers, and underneath that you can see one of these outside spacesuit things. So you can do like spacewalk, which is when you put on one of these suits and the magnetic boots in, you can walk on the ship outside, and it burns through that. But it stops burning. It sort of kind of runs out before it eats its way through that entire spacesuit. So the spacesuit
Stressing
was the
someone.
Tupperware
Seeing
that broke the
this
fall.
stresses me out.
Seeing this is
Okay.
stressing you out. Yeah, join the club.
God. Okay.
Like very
Okay. So little chest burst. There is no more.
But you do
Nobody
know
has to
that
worry.
everyone around me once a turn calms down for one stress level. Because I'm such a
Wow.
calming person. You know, I have like this cloud around me, very calming.
I know you keep telling us how calming you are. I don't know if anyone else is feeling it.
I mean, it might be calming to have someone who's just steadily talking bullshit, actually.
You zone out
No.
after a while. Is that what it is?
Distracting.
It's
Not
like white
into-
noise.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking bullshit actually.
True.
But
Okay,
let's
cool.
hear what Professor Harmon Kardon has to say with his stand-up program that he prepared and is clutching. So maybe he can give us a laugh. Everyone froze, lagging.
So I'm
No,
trying
we-
to shut
we
the
just zoned
door.
out. Okay.
But whose turn is it?
Okay. You don't have to worry. You've killed it. So
Oh,
there's
thank
no
God, we're
more
out of turn
initiative.
order. Okay. Well, in
Yeah,
that
out of turn
case,
order,
Good shot.
yeah.
But does it count
Yeah,
as a turn?
well done,
Because
Jorg.
it says once a turn you can reduce the stress level. So when I didn't actually have a turn, does it still count?
Well, it's
Okay.
different turns in combat to like rounds in combat to like turns out of combat. So after 5 minutes, after this has happened, while everyone catches their breath, I think that's when you could do your, you can do your do your talent.
Okay.
Well, Professor, what the fuck was that?
Well, it was a classic xenomorph, but I'm afraid that's just the chest. A burster. Small common or garden variety. Burns through absolutely everything, as you can see. Makes an awful mess. This must be the contagion that Mother spoke about. Now, can you get the card safely without hurting yourself, Jorg? We will need that.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Great. I'll stay here and operate the door safely from this comfortable distance.
I actually checked my motions tracker thingy again.
Mission tracker.
I want to see if there's anything moving now that we made some noise.
Okay. You don't see anything yet, except for a little beep beep through the vents.
True.
You know, I guess you hope
Cassie.
that's still Cassie.
There's someone over there, but I hope that's Cassie. And I show you all. I point into the general direction.
See,
So-
what are you doing? Sorry, Hicks, hang on a second. You've been like crawling through this like little vent.
Yeah.
You've heard like some commotion, but you've heard it's like stopped.
I
So
must have heard the shotgun, mustn't I?
Yeah.
Well, the professor said to meet him in his did you call it?
In my laboratory. You would have been there. I think it's the workshop. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh. No, that's cool. You can have the workshop.
Okay.
The doctor has called dibs on the med lab, so that's all cool.
Well, I'll start crawling my way around there. I'll be looking through the vents to work out where I am every now and again, and until I make it to the workshop.
Give me an observation check as you're crawling through all these past all these rooms.
Oh no!
Oh, okay. Shit, you panic. Okay, so you got one success, but you're in a panic. So a panic is you roll a d6 and add your stress, but at the moment your stress is only 1 point, isn't it?
No, it's 2 now.
Yeah, sure. But you like right now before you rolled and got that extra stress.
No, I got 1 for because I pushed my roll.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So
and then
I think you're still good because how it works is you roll a d6 and you add your current stress level.
Yeah.
So
should I
do it? Roll a d6. And add your stress level, which is...
Oh, I did that already. I added that onto the roll.
Oh, okay, so it's 4 total. So let me grab the handy panic deck. And 1 to 6 is just you keep your shit together. So pretty much as long as you don't get more than that, do you know what I mean? You're okay. You can have a fair bit of stress and still be okay. So that's your... Oh, I nearly put it off the screen. That's your... If you want to keep hold of that card, you can keep hold of that card for now. But, you know, you can get rid of your stress as well, your panic. You can stop panicking, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Stopping panic. Yeah, so after 1 turn passes... which is like 5 to 10 minutes out of combat. Like in combat, it's a round per round thing, but outside of combat, like a turn is about 5 to 10 minutes. So as long as 5 to 10 minutes goes past and you don't freak out about something else, that's going to go anyway, right? But anyway, what you see as you're crawling through past these living quarters. I mean, one of these probably would have been yours anyway as well. If you're all the crew, you would have had one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So as you get past this one, this is probably why you panic. You see that the vent cover that goes into this room is torn open.
Ooh.
And as you're going past and you look in, you just see blood everywhere in there. So I think that's what makes you panic, and you know. But you keep your shit together and can carry on going.
Right.
So, just out of interest.
Go on.
So Hicks would have seen this before. Is that right? He would have seen something similar to this.
In your previous tours with Jorg, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have done. You could have sent something like this.
Because I'd say
Um,
I say to the pref, I said, hang on, pref. I said
Yes.
something similar to this when I was stationed on LV 426.
Yes, I read that report. It made for a fascinating symposia, you know.
So when there's one, there's got to be more.
Well, yes, that's
Yep.
the implication. I'm,
We know that people came back infected.
we do. Some of them did, and some of them stayed on that, well, whatever they must have used, the craft, to go and investigate. So I'm afraid we're looking at a whole heap of trouble here.
Mm.
We have to find Cassie, and we have to arm ourselves.
Well, I told Cassie, place of safety, that's my laboratory. So that's I expect where she's
Am I-
headed.
How far towards the laboratory am I now?
so you will have followed this vent along here. This convenient dotted line that now we've decided is vents, and you will have come to here and pushed your way out of here to here, and you can see the same, like the lights come on here where you are. This is where the living quarters are to your left. This is the one that you know was covered in blood. You probably also heard Doctor say that his control panel to his room was broken, and his room is this one. Like, everyone knows which is his room because you'll stay away from it all the time. You know
Hey.
that's his. And then this next to you here is like, a washroom, a bathroom, I guess. So you know
I
your way
guess
around
I'll-
the ship.
So
I'll
Stress will
climb
have
up
gone
on
by
the
now as well.
sinks. I'll climb up on the sink and keep going through the vents.
I say to the professor,
Okay.
she's going to your workshop.
Yes.
I would think that kind of like an immediate thing where we should go there to see if she's okay.
Well, yes. I mean, absolutely. But we go together, right?
Of course.
And you're.
Whose room was it
Fucking.
that was covered in blood?
Good question.
There wasn't. Was there a room covered in blood?
Who
Yeah, we don't know about
there
that.
was? That's the one that Cassie was freaking out about.
Yeah.
Who was it who got a number one who got the lowest in the initiative when we did an initiative? So that's
York.
Yorg's room. That's Yorg's room.
Right, okay.
Completely arbitrary way to decide.
No, it's a good way.
It was just an easy, convenient way.
Who the fuck
So,
was in my room?
Yeah, man.
Cassie, when you go into the washroom,
Oh.
you see one of the showers is still on, and it's spraying hot water. And you can see blood splattered on the water on the mirror up at the top end of the room up there, and you can also see, because you know they're in here, there's another one of those personal medikits in a little box on the wall there.
Well, I'll grab that. I'll
And grab
kind
the
of
medikit.
sneak around, grab the medikit. I've got two now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll climb up on the sink. Do I make it so I've got two?
Just put where you've got your personal medikit, just put X2 by it until we figure out if there's another way.
Okay. So I'll climb up. Presumably there's some sinks or something in here I can climb up.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you kind of do you put the shower off or do you just leave it on? It's quite warm in
Just
here.
go-
It's
I'm-
steam everywhere though.
I'm just going to leave it because I'm not interested in finding out if there's anything else.
Fair.
And I'll use the same method to open this
Okay,
vent, climb
so
in,
you can do that
and
when
then
you get in there, no problem.
pull it back behind me again.
Yeah.
And put
Get
it
in
back
there.
on. Yeah, and then go down to here. If I'm up
Yeah,
here, can I see Can I see down into the hydroponics room?
You can, yeah, you can see in there. So before you go in there, let's see what everyone else is doing. Mitch, you realise that you've still seen no sign of the captain. You know where the captain's quarters are, and you would think that if it'd be anywhere, the captain would be on the bridge, but you haven't heard anything from him. The professor's called the bridge, and there's no answer.
Yeah. At this point, I just expect for everyone to be dead because I also spotted no movement. And
But you know how huge this ship is.
yeah, no, of course. I mean, we should still look around, but I'd rather arm ourselves before we open any more doors.
Arm
Basically.
ourselves. I'm not qualified with a firearm. I'm a professor, not a soldier. That's their jobs.
Damn it, Jim.
Oh, yes, I'm a professor, not a.
Damn it, Jim. Professor. Not a magician. And you see very briefly the lights flicker through this area and then go off again.
Oh, what? What's
What area? There.
Over here.
Right.
That doesn't look inviting.
Near the shower room.
nowhere near vents? There's something coming.
Oh no, I mean you.
We send Professor Kardon first to check for the lights.
York, while you're at it, grab some easy food out of there.
What's
Yeah,
the
you
say on
can,
your
like-
scanner, Mitch?
Yeah.
Get your pockets.
Can I very quickly check our fallen comrades to see if he's got any arms on him? Handgun, anything?
Let's have a look. I mean, he's an officer, so he'll have. Obviously, you take his key card. He's got a few bucks in his pocket. He's got a cigar, and Mitch, you know, this is the cigar he's been saving, and he was ready to. He was saving it to smoke when they set foot on the colony planet. He's been saving this for like. It's been in his pocket for however long, nearly 5 years. He's got. Let's have a look. Does he have a pistol? I think he has like. Is there like a service revolver or something? Let me have a look at what weapons there are. He's just got like his regular.
Yeah, there's a service pistol.
There you go. He's just got a regular service pistol. He has 2 reloads. Oh, that's an awful picture of it. But let's hope you can just drop it into your character sheet anyway if you want it. You can grab that, no problem.
Yeah, I'll come back with the handgun in my hands. Okay, so who wants an extra gun?
Extra gun? I haven't even got one gun. What do you mean extra gun?
Well, who wants to defend themselves from these fucking weird ass things?
Well, I'll take
I'd
it.
gladly take a gun.
I'm really not
Uh.
into guns. Like that's not my. I'm scared of them.
Well,
I'm not great at it, but
you've had
there's a higher
training.
chance I'll shoot those things than you, so...
You've had training. You take it, and I'll stand behind you.
Are you talking to me?
Okay.
You take it.
No, you haven't had your medical training won't cover firearms, will it? Don't. You'll be using it as a suppository.
Mitch just takes the gun while you're arguing and puts it in your put it in your pocket or whatever you do. You have to wipe it off. It's covered in blood and guts and
Ugh.
really gruesome.
And I'll hand the professor the card and be like, "Oh, see what you can do with this then."
Ah, marvellous. Well done. Okay, well, to the workshop then, although I'm a little worried about that flickering light.
So I'll say to Mitch about using the scanner. What's it saying in the scanner? Or can we take your scanner and walk with it?
We can, yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. I mean, the scanner, I already have it out, basically. We can
Yeah, sure.
take it and walk along, I think.
So you get the motion tracker beep thing. You probably, I guess, you're sort of keeping a track of where Cassie is, and you've been able to like keep an eye on the tracker. Get that out of the way, like all the way through here, down here. You'll twig that the flickering light here is because if it's Cassie that's moving still, this light would have come on when Cassie was there, and then the movement has gone through the washroom and is heading towards the hydroponics area.
Okay, I've also just seen I need to make a power supply roll after every use. I don't know if a use is like a round or I don't know how exactly that works. So,
Well, I think it's kind of ongoing now, isn't it? And you could do one now. Do a power supply roll.
Is it just I roll like it starts at 5, but is it just if I succeed it doesn't deplete or?
Yeah, and if you don't succeed, it knocks down 1.
Oh God! Everything in this game is so grim.
Yep.
It's scary.
I don't see any way to roll this apart
Right.
from typing it in the chat. So
Right.
just do that.
Water power. Situational depending on the gear used.
Ooh, okay. It charges while I'm using it apparently.
Wow, holy shit.
Just go 3 6s.
Well, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't honestly know what to do with that just now.
No.
That's
It's
fine.
just it doesn't deplete, I think.
It definitely doesn't deplete.
Yeah,
Does it
definitely
charge
doesn't.
every time you kind of like walk?
Like a dynamo,
motion-
you just
motion-
wind it up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you don't see anything else within your 100 meters or within, like, pretty much within this half of the ship moving.
Nothing to see here so far. I think we can start moving.
Could we have someone with a gun at the front and someone with a gun at the back?
Yeah.
Seems sensible.
All right, Hicks, would you want front or back?
I'll take lead.
Right, okay. So you're heading towards the back end of the ship to where you think Cassie is? Or are you heading anywhere else?
We should definitely check the bridge at some point, but
Do you want to party up?
Sure. What could go wrong?
Like, party, that's a great idea.
Yeah, it never goes right. So,
I think
I'm worried about. Well, I see the professor's worried about Cassie, so we should go and check it out. I think that's my personal view, but I can be swayed.
Well,
yeah, I think we should definitely get Cassie, and then we probably need to just hole up somewhere safe.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know. Like the ship is still on track. It's still moving, right?
Yeah, it's still moving. Yeah, it's not reached. I mean, and when you've spoke to Mother, the computer, she has told you that it is en route to the colony planet.
Yes, we've
So
got
it's still en route to where it was going.
several weeks before we reach 112992, whatever. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah.
Okay. Does this door open? Or do we need that?
Yeah,
key?
you can open that. No, you can. Well, you can use Miles' keycard, but it's not a big security door or anything. You can head
We
that
get
way through there.
down, and I was going to say check on the scanner again, but keep going. Don't want to waste the scanner's energy.
Scanner's got energy for days. That thing.
Do we see anything as we're getting a little bit closer?
Are you coming punch or what?
Any noises? Any?
Give me an observation roll.
Oh, like I'm really brilliant at observation. Maybe I should be at the back.
Let me just check if you can assist?
think
sure
I
you
would
can
be
assist each
the
other.
last one in the row.
I can you can use command, but I like command is like a
I mean it. Like to
Yeah,
be the
skill,
last
yeah.
one in the row.
Okay. You're hanging out at the back, no problem.
I have
So I'll
your
just
back,
do
guys.
I'll do a straight roll, yeah.
Yeah, just do an observation roll. It's not a
What's that been?
panic. It's okay. I mean, everyone can try it, or if you want to push it, you can. But you
Observation.
don't have to push it for no reason.
I'll certainly
No.
be keeping my eyes peeled.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
So all
push
of
it.
you can do a. No, you don't need to. It's not the.
One
There.
success.
Just there. Brilliant. And Jorg and Mitch and the Doctor, are you all doing a observation roll as well, or are you happy letting the professor point out things?
I think I'm
Wow,
probably like
Yeah.
staring down at the motion tracker, so I'm probably not.
Yeah,
looking.
fair enough. Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's cool.
Wow.
So you're all on hyper alert. So the yellow dice are your stress dice. So you get more chances to get successes, but obviously you get more chances to panic. So you're all like, I guess, edging along this corridor. I'm sort of assuming that you're trying to be quiet as you go in.
Yep.
God, yes. Please don't tell me you have to
Okay.
make stealth rolls.
I would even take my shoes off if I wouldn't be barefoot.
You
It's
can
still
make
stealth.
stealth rolls. Yeah, you
Oh,
totally can make stealth rolls.
Well,
Yeah.
better have then, I suppose.
Stealth is. I'm
Mobility.
pretty sure stealth is mobility.
Mm.
I'm gonna do really well on that one as well. Mobility
Yeah.
or
let me
or
check
agility.
Oh,
something.
look at that! 2 successes. Ooh.
Ooh, what?
Oh,
What
Yes,
the fuck is
mobility.
ah,
Wow, what have
That's
you done
something
that?
I clicked mobility and it did that. All right, let me try again.
Wow.
Okay, nope,
Oh my
mobility is
God.
broken
that?
again.
Wow.
Looks like you're.
Okay. So
Look, there's interference from
Mo-
Mother on your character sheet.
yeah, there is, yeah. So if
can just-
you're wow, look at you all like ninjas.
Maybe I can just
So
roll
if
piloting
you-
because it has the same. It's like the same.
That's okay, we can keep your first one. I can see what you rolled.
You can see. I
Rolled
can't
the-
see anything. All right.
Yeah, you rolled 3. You got 3 successes and no panics.
Okay.
So
It's mobility we need to
ignore
roll,
the
yeah?
rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So mobility is for stealth.
Wait, I didn't
And-
roll ability, right?
No, you're not. Yeah,
Oh,
you've rolled
God.
observation first
I've
to
got
look at what's
success.
going on, and then you roll in mobility if you're sneaking.
Yes, but it's super laggy.
Yeah, that's okay. So I think you did roll, didn't you, Doctor? Oh no, you got observation. So if you get extra successes with a stealth roll,
Yes.
you can give your extra successes to other PCs to make sure they, so if somebody doesn't do it, you can use an extra success to, help somebody else be quiet, you know what I mean? You can also use your extra successes to gain a +1 modification to a later skill roll related to this one, which is pretty
Right.
handy. Or also you can use an extra success to impress someone. I did think when I was reading the rules, why would you do that? But then I think I know one person that's going to use all the extra successes to impress everybody. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean,
Professor
right now he
Harmon
doesn't have any, so I'll gladly give up one of mine for
Okay, yeah.
whoever needs it.
Nice. Plenty there. So surprisingly enough, you're all like proper ninjaing along there, not making any sound. Of course, the lights are still going to go on because, it's motion sensed or whatever. With your observation, you've got the good observation roll. Let me scroll back here a bit. Observation. Jorg and the Doctor and the Professor. As you're going along here, you see along the wall here, And I think you sort of see it at the same time. There's like some kind of, it's like a rent, like a big scratch in this wall, and also in this opposite wall here. With your extra observation rolls, Doctor, everybody, and Jorg. For Doctor and Jorg, you can see it looks like some kind of like big claw mark through the wall.
They're now just a yellow puddle on the floor.
Somebody has peed here.
Guys, maybe we should just
So
go
move
back
forward.
to the cryo chamber.
Forward a bit more.
Yeah,
I'll check
so you
round the
can
corner.
get as you peek into the med lab.
And I'm keeping as close to
Okay.
Mitch, who has the
Okay.
gun, as I can. And
We can
just
reach
fretting.
the lab. I can get some of my instruments.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure.
you can get to that med lab.
I mean, I wouldn't go first. I would just follow. So I try to convince my crewmates to accompany me. So if we could just get into the med lab, there are some of my instruments.
Might be handy to have medical supplies. That's true.
Yeah, you can get in there.
So
As you make-
I'll move forward, but I'll call out to Jorg to go into that med lab, and I'll keep watch.
I'll cover
around.
you.
Or
You're doing your proper like Marines in
Yeah.
twos, like
yeah,
at the door with a big gun and check round, and then Jorg's gonna like you send Jorg in.
or I could go in with him because Jorg's got a
Yeah.
better in observation than me.
Okay, yeah.
So
You
I'll
can
go.
both get in there.
So Jorg, stay out here, keep watch, and I'll go in there with the doctor.
Okay, so this
Sorry, Rust Hicks.
this med lab.
Yes.
Okay, so when you enter the med lab, firstly, there is straightaway splatters of blood on the back wall. There's
Nice.
dry blood caked on the medical desk near the entrance, and there's a cabinet on the wall, which you can search for stuff. But as you go in, you see on one of the like med bed things, there is a guy there. He is like sat up on a med bed, on the medical bed. His blood is sprayed up against the back wall behind him, and like literally hanging out of his hand is a shotgun.
Oh,
There is a piece of paper next to him on the bed that's got some writing, but it is covered in blood.
well, I'm tempted to go. I'll move forward. I'm tempted to.
Can we see if he's still alive?
Right, who's actually, before you move, Hicks,
I mean,
who's actually going in there?
I am. I mean,
hear
no,
me
really.
out. Like, he might be a little bit lacking blood, but is he still hanging on his life? Like, is he?
I think from looking
So-
from here, Doc, he's dead.
Okay.
Do the Professor and Jorg and Mitch go in as well, or just you two? Do you shout out to people what you found?
Hell no, I'm going.
You stay in there.
Yeah,
I'd say I've
stay there.
got a dead guy. There's a dead guy in here.
That's splendid.
It is Captain. It's Captain Irons. It's the captain of the ship.
Oh fuck.
Oh, then I go in as well.
Okay, so Hicks and Dr. Falcon and Mitch take a point of stress,
Oh,
We
God.
found the captain.
and I'm going to cut briefly to Cassie, who's, bless her, with all the responsible adults, 12-year-old kid on her own through the vents.
Oh, she legged it.
She did right. She looked after her damn self. She was like, "Fuck you, adults. I'll be better off on my own." I think she's actually doing okay. So, Cassie, when you look through the vent into this hydroponics room, you can see that all of the plants have been ravaged, like something's eaten everything organic in that room. The machines that grow the plants, you know what I mean, like the setup and everything is still going. You can hear running water in there. Hydroponics, was meant to save on costs towards filtering the recycled water of the ship.
Fuck.
So, you can see in there, you don't see any critters in there, but you can see plants that are all like breaded, eaten, whatever. And you know that you're not far from the professor's workshop.
Okay, well, I'll carry on down here.
Oh, okay.
Then up to
You
here.
follow the vent. Yeah.
If I may, sorry to interrupt. If I may, the professor would like to pull out from his pocket his scanner and turn it on. And he would like to activate it so that he can keep a track of Cassie. He saw where she was on Mitch's last.
Yeah.
And he'll try to pick up and see where she is.
Yeah,
I have
sure,
got.
you can do that.
Thank you.
I've got a personal locator beacon.
Okay, cool.
Fabulous.
Yeah, that's cool.
don't know
And I
what-
think you can. Let me just check, as I think you can. Personal. Oh, brilliant. No, personal stuff, totally not handy information.
It doesn't come up, does it?
Personal data transmitter? Maybe it's that.
It could be.
No, it isn't that, is it? It might be.
It's one of the
Monitors
things
location
that
and
I was-
vitals. Yeah, I remember it. I was
think that
reading
must be
about it
what it is.
earlier. Personal data transmitter. No, that's not it, is it?
Yeah.
No, I think the personal
Right,
location beacon is something she can flick on, and then it sort of like
Yeah.
marks her out. So if I got a motion detector, it marks her out
Yeah,
from other signals.
yeah.
I guess that she'll flick it on.
Okay.
There
Yeah,
she is.
we'll figure that out probably for next time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
have a good look and a good listen. I mean, obviously, if there was anything there moving around, the lights would have come on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get back up into the vents across the way, though. Were there any other vents in the? I mean, do we have to stick exactly to these dotted lines, or can we be a bit flexible about it?
Well, where do you want to go? Because I mean, if
workshop.
this is a doorway, then we can just say that, like, obviously the doorway doesn't go right up to the ceiling, does it? So the vent might just go straight across that doorway if you want to stay in there.
Okay.
So yeah, you can do that.
Let's do that then.
Okay. So you carry on through there towards the workshop.
Yeah. I'll get to the workshop and I'll have a good look through the vent there.
Okay. You see, as you're looking through there, and you can kind of, in the front of the workshop, like here, there's like a big window out to see out here into this corridor, and it's like frosted glass, and you see the light flicker on in that corridor, and then you see like a shadow. It's not right up to the glass. It's like something moves along this corridor this way, and you can just make out through the frosted glass like movement. You see the light come on, you see movement go across. But I mean, if you want to jump down and say hello, you can totally do that.
Does the light then go off?
Yes, whoever it is or whatever it is gets through here. You hear that as this door opens here, and then the light goes off here again.
Can I see the outline of whatever it is or whoever it is? Like any
It's
kind of
just
outline?
like give me an observation roll. See how much you can pick up from just looking through that.
Nice.
Wowzers. Okay. Oh shit! But you panic again. Okay.
Panic again.
Bless you.
And again.
Okay. So roll a d6 and add your current stress level. What do you get?
5.
5.
That's
Okay, so
including
you're on the
that's
same
including
thing.
+2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as long as you don't get more
keeping
than
my
7,
shit together.
keep your shit together.
Yeah.
But you see this movement. You see this like shape, this blob. You can see that it isn't. It looks in a hurry, like it's running. You can hear click, 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 but it doesn't sound like multiple legs. You know, it seems like a person. It looks like person shape. You know, person height. It's not a great big thing. You don't hear, you know, growly, creepy, scary noises. You just hear click, clack, click, clack of like footsteps.
Right. Okay. So, guess. I'm gonna just wait there because I don't want to come out and turn the light on and attract any attention. So
Sure.
I'm just gonna kind of hunker down there and eat some chocolate.
You ate some
And,
Mars bars. Kit Kats.
Yeah, it get my heart stop
Yeah,
beating and over
sugar
time.
level up. And there's this trail of you know, sweet wrappers left in all the vents, you know what I mean? And there's an empty Smarties tube, there's a Kit Kat, there's a crunchy wrapper, you know what I mean? Trail of breadcrumbs. And then
Cheese
Professor
strings.
yeah, cheese strings. Professor Kardon and Jorg, you can see through this door, through this little internal, I don't know what this is, foyer. There's a tiny little decorative fountain or something in there. And through this thing to here,
Yes.
you can see the light in this other room come on. So you know something's moving in there, and your motion trackers now pick up. Your motion trackers now can pick up some movement coming towards you.
There's
Something's coming.
yes, and it's not. It's not Cassie. She's near the workshop. She's got her tag on, but it's not Cassie. And I will back up slightly. There you go, Jorg. Plenty of room for you there.
Get your ass into medical now.
Really? I'll just
Into medical.
I just step here and peer round. Okay.
Okay,
I will
cool.
shoulder my
So
rifle and just keep an eye open.
right, okay, so you watching there, and then everyone else is in the med lab with the dead captain.
Can I?
The note. With the note.
And a
With the
shotgun.
dead
No
captain
one's
with a
read yet.
note covered in blood. Yeah.
Or a BDR and a
Yeah.
shotgun.
I would be
Someone
familiar
should read.
with
You've
the
got
med
his-
lab,
you've got his
right?
shotgun. Sorry, what? You're in the med lab? Yeah.
I mean, I assume that the med lab is built like every other med lab, so I'm familiar with where all the medical
Yeah,
stuff
where
should be
the
stored, right?
yeah, the things are. Yeah.
So,
So
I would like to check if I find something useful there.
you
So
can
get
do
your
that.
shit, Doc, and get the hell out of here.
You find in this med lab, there are 2 more personal medikits. There are 2 surgical kits,
Oh.
and there's a fridge in there. Don't take the fridge with you, but there is 1 X drug and 1 nap relief in the fridge in there. so you can like take or dish that out. This little room next to you here holds like the med pods. So this is where, like, you know, if you had a really serious injury, you could go in these, and with some medical rolls you could get healed up and stuff.
Is that where the captain
Like,
is then? There or
no, the captain is in here on a bed.
right?
Can we put the captain in there to treat him?
If you want to do that, you can.
No.
In a med pod.
Totally do
to
that.
see if
In the
it'll
med
help
pod.
his head.
I mean,
Okay.
you know,
No.
He looks
Can
pretty
we-
dead to me.
Do we actually
Go on, Hicks.
who's
tell
the
that he's?
doctor of us, huh?
Can we tell if he's actually dead? Dead?
As opposed to dead. ...
Yeah.
Yeah.
double dead. Right. Okay.
I'll get the doctor to see if he's dead.
Well, I would say he's pretty much dead. Yes.
Okay.
So
Well, that's Rich
What
coming
you
from
can
an
see from
aromatherapist.
what you can see from here is he has taken the shotgun and he has shot himself in the chest,
Oh my
and that's why
God.
the blood is all up the back wall. He is completely dead. Just
I'll
in
take the
case that
shotgun.
wasn't totally clear. Yeah, you can take the shotgun. There you go. Hicks gets a shotgun.
Yay!
Um,
Any spare cartridges around?
it has one reload. So
One reload. Okay.
one reload, which means that this is the same as like with the power roll. So when you have a combat, you roll. Oh no, you don't. If you panic, you can spend all your
Jeez.
ammo, and then you get a reload. You know what I mean? So it's not like one reload is not one bullet, one cartridge.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think it's a.
you do the same.
You usually don't reload unless you specifically state that you empty your thing
Yeah, if
for
you do
like
full
more
auto,
damage,
then you can
or if you panic.
use everything. Yeah.
But would this be the
Yeah.
same like supernova dual action electronic shotgun, electrostatic shotgun,
No, it'll be the pump action
pump action?
shotgun.
Anybody
I
read
mean-
that note yet? What are you
No.
doing? Read the note.
Yeah,
Cassie's voice comes through the intercom. Read the bloody note.
I would
Yeah.
step like past the doctor and grab the note and read it.
Cassie runs around in the vent so that your motion tracker
Read the
spells
note.
out. Read the note.
Read the note.
Yeah, we pick up the note.
Yeah, it's absolutely soaked in blood. You can make out it says you're in danger.
No shit.
You can also see. I mean, give me an observation roll. Everyone who's in
Breaking
the
Water
looking at the
is still
doctor.
That's not me.
If what is still wet, the
Can't read, it's too small. Why doesn't
Oh,
my
okay.
machine do that? I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I
I'm
don't
just
know what's
clicking.
happened. I don't think it's you. I think it's just a glitchy, something glitchy on Roll20.
I'll fix it.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, Steve is the king of. Steve made all those initiative cards and everything today. You know, like a couple of hours before we actually started playing.
Done.
You know, I know. Yeah, I was like, oh, I wonder if there's such a thing, and there's initiative cards. And I looked up, you can actually buy some physical ones if you're playing around your house. And then Steve was like, yeah, I'll just make some. No problem.
Cool.
So yeah, don't worry, Mitch, your character sheet no doubt will get sorted out for next session. So observation. Okay, so you see that with your successful observation rolls, you notice that there is like in this big gaping crater, like this big like hole in his chest where he's shot it with the shotgun. You can see that there is a trail of blood that goes out of his corpse, basically, across the floor, up the thing into the vent, and out here.
Fuckity fuckity fuck 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 fuck.
It's in the vent. Fucking hell.
As soon as I get a chance to tell you that, Cassie, I will.
Right, hang on a second. And then what's going to happen is I'm just trying to find the because we're going to wrap up in a second, but there's a little bit of here we go admin to do at the end. But Jorg, as you're stood there in that corridor and you see the light coming on, and you know that somebody is coming, you can see the shadow through the little tiny window here.
And I'm going, it's 30 feet, it's 20 feet.
Yeah, it's in the room.
It's in the room, it's in the room.
See, she's not this massive. This woman come tick, 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 tick through the doors, through here, and she sees Jorg stood there, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so glad I found you. I'm Emily."
Do we know who she
And
is?
I'm going to call it there.
Oh!
And then we've got a little bit of time to do some wrapping up an XP. So how this works is we go through at the end of the game a little XP thing. Here we go. And then you can use your XP to buy like more talents, more skills, get your rolls up, your stats. You can buy stats and stuff. So
Fabulous.
I'm gonna just change this creepy ass music for a different music.
Okay.
It's really getting creepy now. I'll put the chilled music back on so everyone can have a breather.
And shall I wrap the recording there, do you think?
No.
Do you want to do XP together? I mean, on the recording?
Let's do it off camera, shall we? That way we
Sure.
can all
We
really
can
relax.
always cut it out after.
Okay.
Sure, okay. You can get a cup of tea if you want.
Yeah, I'll stop the recording so we can have cups of tea and.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll get a cup of tea.
Oh.
All right, cool.
God, I need to lie down after all that.
Yeah.
Oh my
Very
god.
tense.